There's another criticism of Trump going on out there, or not criticism per se, there's another, pardon the snibbles, there's an observation. A lot of people believe that what Trump is doing is bringing a bunch of new people into the political process. And I have never thought that's what's happening here. But a lot of others do. I mean, people friendly to this program. This is not an argument among people who I don't think get it. I mean, there's legitimate points of view on a lot of people out there who are friends of this program. Some of them think that part of the Trump phenomenon, and the establishment was worried about this. They were worried that what Trump was doing was revolutionary in so many ways that they couldn't control it. One of those ways was he was energizing people that had not been in politics, sort of like a miniature Tea Party all over again. That people that hadn't been in politics were all of a sudden being brought into it. And they were rabid. Oh, my God, you couldn't stop them no matter what you did and no matter what Trump said and no matter what anybody else said. They were going to love Trump. They were going to vote Trump. But they were new to the process. So went the theory. And I don't think that's at all what has been going on. In fact, I never even considered that. What I thought was happening was that, things don't happen in a vacuum. You've got to put things in context. The context here is that for any number of years, specifically 7, which are at the forefront of people's minds right now, for 7 years, the Republican Party, which has been given 2 landslide wins in midterm elections in 2010 and 2014, has been doing nothing. They have not been stopping. They've been not even trying to stop. They haven't been opposing Barack Obama. In fact, it's worse. In many instances, they have been helping. They have been agreeing. They have been facilitating what Obama wants to do under whatever stupid reasoning they came up with. And you've heard it all. Well, we can't be seen criticizing the first African-American president. We consider us racist. We can't be seen to criticize Obama. The independents don't like that. The independents, they want to see us get along. They want to see cooperation. They want to see bipartisanship. They want to see Washington work. We can't do that if we criticize Obama. Whatever reason, they weren't stopping Obama, criticizing. They were making no effort, despite promising they would during campaigns. Well, here comes Trump. And I think what Trump did was energize a bunch of people I call the frustrated, capital T, capital F. The frustrated who have been dying to express their outrage at practically everything. Their outrage at Obama, their outrage at the Democrats, their outrage at Washington, their anger at the Republican establishment for not stopping it. No Republicans have been doing this other than Cruz. And to a certain extent, Rubio. The rest of the Republican field has been one version of Rhino moderate after another. There have been occasional hits on Hillary Clinton during debates, but during the real world of day-to-day life, no Republican was stepping up to stop any of this stuff, particularly in Washington. Outside of Ted Cruz, who was openly standing up and opposing his own establishment on the floor of the Senate. And in the midst of all this, Trump announces. So I thought what was happening was that people already engaged, already ticked off beyond anybody's ability to comprehend it, finally found a vessel for their rage and anger and actually liked what they were hearing. And they wanted Trump to succeed and still do. They want Trump to go, but now a couple or 3 things have been said that are causing some of those people to be a little concerned about Trump and what his ultimate politics are. I mean, I don't think you can conclude anything else watching Cruz or Trump talk about health care and the way it was easily was incorrect, but it was easily said to be in support of single payer. He didn't say he supported single payer, but he got close enough to it that critics could make it look like he said it. But the point is this, folks, and I think this is something that the advisors in the Trump campaign might want to consider. The anger was already there before Mr. Trump announced. The anger, the outrage at all factors. The Democrats, Obama, the Republican establishment, the Washington establishment, the Washington cartel, whatever you want to call it. Standard, ordinary, everyday politics as usual. People were already angry. This is what the GOP establishment has never understood. If they have understood it, they have not taken it seriously, and they've mocked it and laughed at it and chalked it up just a bunch of Tea Party kooks. But the anger, the opposition, the frustration was real. And it's been out there for 7 years. It's been simmering. It's been effervescing for 7 years, and it has not had any avenue or opportunity for expression other than posting comments on blogs or calling or listening to radio talk shows. But within the political arena, there hasn't been anywhere to go because nobody has been reflecting that anger outside of Ted Cruz. I mean, Scott Walker did. Some of them did, but it's very, very few. And Trump comes along and he is not at all thought to be attached in any way to the place and the system and the structure that everybody's already angry about. So he's been great at exploiting or taking advantage of that anger. But if you look, there was another quite telling thing. And I fully expect Mr. Snerdley, who is in a disagreeable frame of mind today, to continue to disagree with me. But look at the Fox debate, what Trump didn't show. What was the conventional wisdom? The ratings were going to plummet, right? I mean, even the Fox people thought so. And they still got 13 million people. Now, it wasn't the 25 and then the 24, but it wasn't 3 or 4 million either. 13 million people still tuned in to watch that debate because they're ticked off. So the reasons for Trump's success are still there to be embraced and incorporated if others want to try to grab onto it. I don't think, and this is not by any means a criticism of Mr. Trump, I don't think anybody could have gone from zero to the phenomenal lead he did if the anger wasn't already there. So if there are any false impressions that the establishment people have been cowering in fear have been operating under, it's that Trump has brought in a whole bunch of new people. I don't think that's the case here. Now, in Iowa, there was a record Republican turnout, and there was as it turned out, a decent amount of new registration. But Trump didn't win there. So the point is that there is anger and energy throughout the Republican side. It exists whether somebody takes advantage of it or exploits it or not. This has been the point all along that the establishment has not got. And if they do get it, they lampoon it. Don't take it seriously or chalk it up to conspiratorial fruitcakes or what have you. And they're going to make this. If the way I see them analyzing what happened to Trump yesterday, they're making the mistake of falling back into their security zone where they think, this Trump stuff's just been an anomaly. We're still running the show here. It's still our game, and we can take Cruz out anytime we want. Don't discount that as something being plotted in the deep, dark crevices of the Republican underground, wherever these guys meet. I got to take a brief time out. We'll be back. We got much more straight ahead, folks. Don't go away.